Suit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. That is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On the carry, it's Wadley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped by. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Back to throw here. And Ingram holds it in. The 15 yards through the air and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Hang in there now. Hang in there
Ball
now.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wadley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
What's now to throw? This complete left side to Aguilar. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the 3. They've got
defense. Run what you do best.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
A handoff to Barkley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Detroit!
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Boom,
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to his...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Have you wondered what Aaron Rodgers does to relax before a game? No, not this. This. Wearing Izod has that effect on people.
For his own sake, he may have to
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked. Down at the 21-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hugo 46. Gun.
Second down, Prescott. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Hugo 46. Hugo 48. Hugo 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Over!
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards. It says the very next week, hey, let's bout things out.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there is where the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you get the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw again, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moreno. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. They run with Hines. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the 1st quarter play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Under. There we go. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play action. Now Jackson. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You go 46.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. Well, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't get...
Oh, Prescott stripped! I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now here come the Ravens. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. This is Hines. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
No. Check. Patriot!
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Hines, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson to throw on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Prescott, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Detroit! Detroit!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go wide open, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now
All right,
on
now,
first and 10.
Lucky 56. All right,
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Rolling to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
You go 47.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go. Sliding. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Switch. Switch and hey.
First down, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Prescott now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Good lesson. Never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Second down, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. Powering his right forward. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now it's Hines. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gone!
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here go 47. 26.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Good. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled Do they try to put together something here?
Teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?
Have you wondered what Aaron Rodgers does to relax before a game? No, not this. This. Wearing Izod has that effect on people.
Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now at the 31-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, fellas.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Three down. 20. We're gonna set. 180.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Come on now. Set. 180.
On first and 10, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. Can find it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Starts on the ground. It's Walton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Now Taylor to throw on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And Jones has it over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Taylor now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Sanchez. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And this one's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now it's Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Set. 180. 20.
Second and 10, Newton again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Set. 180.
Newton on first down. Now he steps away. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Slow.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Newton now to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run by Walton to begin the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
On the toss, here's Walton. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Dancing to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, it's Walton, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Walton, and an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a first carry for DAL Pumphrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Now a toss play. This is Walton. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th-and-1. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th-and-1. They'll run for it. This is Walton. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll run. This is Walton. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. On first down, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A final shot before the break. Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before break. Newton. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll run it here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Walton. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Walton. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Slow. Z.
From the gun, Taylor. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set, 780. 20. Gun.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set, 180. Gun. Ready.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all-time?
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, Taylor. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Now Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. Going for it all. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Bust through the tackle. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now Newton on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now it's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Slow.
Now a carry for Walton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Slow. Z.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag.
gun, it's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Second and 10, Newton again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bird. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bend? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Newton. time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it down with Pumphrey, and he stopped immediately there. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Carolina, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Getting a ride used to be wet. And getting phone service used to be frustrating. But times change, and things get better. Introducing Visible. Phone service without the stores, annual contracts, and foot-long bills. Just $40 a month for unlimited messages, minutes, and data. Visible. It's phone service in an app.
Bye.